Hello there folks and welcome to a Tycoon management game with a twist. This is Megaquarium. It's just been brought out on consoles for the Xbox One, which is what I'm playing it on today, the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 4. I'm TIJ Gaming. I've been gifted this game by the developers to have a review code, have a look at the game, and I get quite a few requests to review games, and I think, well, they're not really up my field, they're not really my style, but this seems to be right up my alley, because it's a Tycoon management game, it's a little bit of a twist, it's an aquarium, I don't really know what I'm getting into, but just done a little bit of research about the game before getting into this. This is going to be a part one, a let's play of this. I presume it's just a normal kind of sandbox game that you go into, and if you guys enjoy it, we might be able to have a little bit of a mini-series on this game. But just looking at the website of the developers, Twice Circled, again, thank you very much to Twice Circled for letting me have a copy of the game free of charge for review. You can get it yourself if you like the look of it for $17.99 off the Xbox One store, and I will be giving an unbiased review of the game after this episode. It won't just be the case that because I've been offered the game, these developers like me to give an honest review. I'm not being paid anything, it's just that I've been given the game for free. So we're just having a quick look at the website. So Megaquarium follows in the footstep of classic theme park management tycoon games and adds an aquatic spin. I'm not going to read any more than that. Let's just get into it, shall we? Let's find out for ourselves. So we've got a campaign or a sandbox. Just go with the campaign, I think. Okay, this is interesting. So we've got easy difficulty, normal difficulty, hard difficulty, or brutal difficulty. I think we'll go with normal, just because I haven't played it yet. I think that's probably the easiest thing to do. So we're going to get to is that Sunnyside, learn the basics from scratch. Yeah, here at Sunnyside. So you've been tasked with building a small aquarium from scratch here at Sunnyside. Before the investors release any funding, they want to make sure you can handle the basic controls. Complete the objective in the top right of the screen to prove you know what you're doing. So we've got 5 objectives. For more information on any objective, press the right D-pad to focus the objectives menu, then use the left analog stick to select the objective, and press the A button to expand it. So, let's have a look what we've got to do. So, if you ever get stuck on a particular objective, expand with handy tips. Cool. Pan camera, so we've done that. Orbit camera, again, so left stick is to pan the camera around the world. Right stick is to zoom in and out. That's, oh no, sorry, orbit, yeah, right stick, so up and down is to zoom, right and left, yeah, it's fairly self-explanatory. If you lose your aquarium, you can use the R button to return there anytime. So that is nice and easy, but just the basics to get done, and that's quite a nice feature, actually, because on some games you don't get used to that, so that's quite a nice thing to add. Great stuff, you've just unlocked your first round of funding for your aquarium. Use the money to get the basic requirements set up. These are covered in the new set of objectives you've just been given. Really, I'm guessing today, and it's like a lot of games, and it's good to get you into it. It's just a sort of guided tutorial for the first 20 odd minutes, and then you get into it yourself, which I think is fair enough, especially if it's a game you've not played before. Of course you can't go into it with no experience and know exactly what you're doing. So, by the way, if you need to review this or any other message, you can access them by selecting the envelope in the resources menu at the bottom of the screen, access by pressing the bottom D-pad. So, okay, that's fine. So we've got to do a few things. We've got quite a few, actually, things to do. So let's do them. So, build basic tanks. Whoopsie daisy. Tanks provide space for your livestock to live in. So we've got to focus on the build menu. Hang on, let's collapse this. So go on the building menu and purchase tanks. Let's just read that. Let's just build basic tanks. So, I mean, they can go anywhere, can't they? So, put 1 tank there, and 1 tank there. So that's done that. Okay, attach. See, I'm even getting stuck already with what I'm doing. So attach a basic filter to each tank. It's filters, yep, fair enough. You'll find the basic water filter in the equipment section of the build menu. So, build. Have I gone past it? Purchase equipment. We want filters for each one, don't we? So we want to filters must be built adjacent to your tanks. Right, that makes sense. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Attach a basic heater. So that is just the other option here. Again, I'm presuming this that must be inside. So I'll put that up the corner. Hey, or is that going to be adjacent as well? It has. So that's okay. That's fine. Add some, I'll show you what. Oh, it eats fish. Right, that's probably why I haven't heard of it. I've got absolutely no clue about fish. I've watch Finding Nemo, that's about it. Right, so purchase livestock. We want, how many do we want? We might as well have a few, haven't we? Okay, so we've done that. Add some decorations to your what's going on with... oh, sorry. What's going on with this? Toggle bubble info. Oh, we need some orange pellet. Right, okay. But that's going to come in a minute. Decorations serve many functions. Guest preferred tanks. Okay, so let's get... So we're looking for decorations, plants, etc. We're not going to be stingy. We'll put a few in just so they look nice. Build an orange pellet dispenser. Food dispensers are used by your staff to gather food. Okay, so tools. Tools. We want a... What? We want an orange pellet dispenser under the tools. Under the tools section of the build menu. Okay, purchase facilities? No. Oh, it's input. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry. Okay, so we've got dispensers. Again, let's it's a bit of a pain, isn't it? Okay, we're going to have to put it there. Build a tool station. Provide toolkits which are used by your staff. I mean, you probably noticed we're running out of room already here. But I'm sure that we'll sort things out. So, I guess the main thing to do is get some staff. So, let's get an aquarist. Is it an aquarist? Right, so we've got to look at hiring someone. So, we've got either Anna or Harry. Harry seems to have a lot more rather. The only thing that he's lacking is a bit of empathy. But the thing is, no, we'll go with Harry for the start, I think. So now we've done that, all that's left to do is open our aquarium. So open your aquarium by holding RT and Y. So the basic aquarium is up and your first guest has arrived. So they'll pay some money to come in, okay. And they'll reward you ecology points, which you'll need to unlock a new animal. So that's the new person, that's Harry. And let's have a look then. So your next project. So that's our next project. So we've started to research a new animal. You can fast forward time by holding RT and pressing A. Okay. Bit of a shame that you can only get to there, but new animals unlocked. So we've unlocked that, that's nice. You've just unlocked the orchid dotty back. It's time to buy some for your aquarium. So let's do that then. Might as well get a few in. Right, we've maxed up all of these. That's good. Pause the game whenever you like by holding RT and pressing Y. Okay. Expand your floor space. Yes, we could do with doing that, I think. We just turn that down a little bit. Expand your aquarium's floor space to make room for a new tank. So we need the starting... Okay, so we don't need to do anything with walls particularly. We just need to... Oh, no. So expand. Ah, okay. Right. We might as well expand a fair distance. Either way. Yeah, quite like that. That's the problem with some of the other games sometimes. You can't really do much. It was 400 that side, so we'll do 400 this side as well. But there we go. I don't know, the wall's not gone that side. Oh, hang on. Just give it a minute. It might just take a minute. So you can move animals and decorations between tanks. Select the tank containing the objects you want to move. Okay. So we're on day 2. Practice moving tanks. Sometimes you'll want to move your equipment. Practice this now by picking up a... Okay. And move that to a new location. So if we rotate that, let's say. That's the right way. And put it there. And then we want some new orchid dotty backs. Do we want a new tank then? Let's have another tank. We might as well. We'll put that up this corner. Although I don't particularly know why the wall's still there. Because it wasn't that end, was it? So we might have to purchase more... Well, we'll have a look in a minute. But yeah, another one. That's absolutely fine. We'll put some livestock in there. Water temperature's too low. But we'll sort that out in just a second. Let's sort out the expansion a little bit first. There we go. But no, actually, it's not really done anything, has it? Not really sure what's happened there, but oh well. Like I say, the wall's got to come out here, hasn't it? So, hang on. If we fill in... No. See, it's done it that side fine, so I'm not particularly sure what's happened. Build wall. See, I don't know how to knock down a wall. That's so. I'm not particularly sure what's happened there. That's just, as you can see, this side, it's gone. But this side, it hasn't. That's a bit odd, but okay. I've obviously made a mistake. There's not much I can do. That might just fix itself. So you can find your newly unlocked orchid dotty back under the livestock section. So we want some new livestock. Thing is though, we've added some, haven't we? So we might need another tank, but we need some. Yeah, we need another filter for the quality of the water, I think. Looks like to me. So purchase equipment, filter. Let's get a filter in, and then a heater. Put that. Hang on. Put that there. And what's the problem with it now? So, orchid doggy back. Ah, okay. So you can go between your tanks. You can give your tank a name if you want. So what's the I mean, the water quality is decent on all of them. Everything's fine. We can get a few more fish in here, so we might as well put a few more of these what's-its in. Not sure why that dotty back what's-it's not going up. You can find your newly unlocked orchid dotty back. Look for the... Perhaps we need to put in another tank. I'm not sure. Yeah, so tool station. We don't really need another tool station, do we? But yeah, that's a bit of a nightmare. Certainly a bit of an eyesore. That's cool as... Oh! Now I like that. And yes, it's not the most graphically appealing sort of game. It's never going to be, but this is quite nice. Nice first-person view. Oh, they're coming to look at my aquarium. Although, it turns into a bit of nothingness when you go outside. There's no road links. We need a bit of infrastructure. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out mostly how to sort out this bleeding thing here. Manage zones. Okay, so you can have different zones. Interesting. Yeah, just give me a second while I try and figure out how to get rid of this bloody wall here. Okay, so we've sorted that out. Yesterday your staff weren't able to feed all your animals, causing them to go hungry, so... Ah, okay, so we might as well do with a few more dispensers. Alright, we're going to just sort this out, get a bit more space, just so it's equal each side. But no, I'm enjoying this so far, it's quite appealing, there we go. Yeah, we could probably do with some more food dispensers. So those are on, is it tools? Okay. I mean, it's 60 coins for another food dispenser. We might as well have one right next to all of them. Just so that Harry can get to it. And we probably do need one more tank. And probably, I don't know why that's not shifting that objective. But we can surely afford somebody else now. So let's have a look at the cash flow. Net cash flow is a little bit down today. But that's because we've only built stuff. So that's okay. But yesterday we made a bit of a profit. Yeah, entrance tickets seems to be decent. Let's manage staff. Let's get somebody else in. And that's going to cost a little bit more. But at least it's the zones can be a little bit better managed. We're going to put another tank just by the one that's there. So let's get a freestanding tank. And that's as big as it'll go. So that's absolutely fine. Let's purchase some more livestock. For temperature. Again, it's fine. We've just got to put a filter there. That's all. So filter. Get out the way, missus. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. It's certainly interesting. That's fine now I've done that. But yeah, I don't know why that's not unlocking particularly. So let's purchase some decorations for some of these, just to bulk things up a little bit and make them look a little bit nicer and more appealing to the eye. Let's put 2 of them in there as well. But no, for something that I didn't think I'd enjoy so much, it's been quite interesting. So let's speed things up a little bit for a bit. Let's just go a few days, see what happens in the few days, and see if we've got any problems really, whether we can expand and basically whether we can run at this capacity. We've got 2 members of staff. I was going to have a look at that managed zones thing, wasn't I? Presume it's just So if we create a new zone, so that's the one zone. That makes sense. So that's zone 1. We'll put Harry in that zone. And then create another zone, which is between here and here. And then Anna can go in that zone. I think that's quite nice, actually. So yeah, they quite literally manage half each. So that should be absolutely fine. We'll do another day. That's going quite quickly. And then we'll see what the cash flow looks like at the end of the 6th day. Just to see if we're making a profit or not. Where we need to look at our costs, etc. But we've got 4 decent tanks now. I'm a little bit annoyed that we've got 2, or just the 1. We've got at least 1 or 2 smaller tanks. I'm sure as things progress, we'll be able to get tanks that are a little bit better. But no, I'm really enjoying this. It's not a perfect game, but then I think with tycoons like this, they don't have to be perfect. As long as they're playable. Graphics isn't a massive thing. Right, let's just sort that out. Cash flow. So, okay, on day 5 and day 6, we didn't have to buy any animal food, which is worrying me a little bit. Unless we just bought some and that lasted. But that's a good cash flow on those 2 days. Again, the entrance ticket seems to be quite... there we go. So, yeah, I mean, there's a few that are moaning that, you know, there's a few things going wrong. But, so we've got our ecology projects, which we've already unlocked. We need to sort out... okay. Right, here we go. So... piece of equipment's broke down. This, of course, to slowly lose effectiveness. A staff member with a fixing role automatically retrieve a cool toolkit and remedy the problem. That's the only problem, I would say, having these zones. Obviously, if say, Anna's doing this zone, then while she's fixing that, then you're not going to do anything. As in, you know, you're not going to be able to feed the animals or anything like that. I just don't know what's happening with this orchid. What's it, though? Orchid. So you can find your newly locked orchid dotty back under the livestock section of the build menu. So we've added some orchids, or whatever you want to call them, orchid dotty backs. Have we got any room in any of these to add more? There we go, that's done it. Brill. So that's all 6, and we've got 1,000 coins for that. So you might have noticed a set of icons attached to each animal you research and acquire. These are known as the animal's care requirements. Failure to meet these... oh dear. Okay, so we've got a new... okay, so each animal's got different requirements. That's cool. The half and half chromis has a requirement you haven't encountered before. It's a shola. This means it likes to be with a minimum number of its own kind. Right. Okay. That's interesting. So let's get another tanky. We might as well have them... another one along the side here. It's not going to hurt. Let's get a... get things sorted. Because I do think that this is starting to look okay. Now, again, I think probably we're going to be looking for bigger tanks at some point. Let's get the decorations in here first. So 2 plants and 2 rocks should really do it. I never thought I'd have so much fun managing a... oh, hello. I would connect it to that one. I was thinking, what's going on here? But yeah, it's just because we're connecting to that one. So that's absolutely fine. What's the X on that for? I don't know why there's an X on it. Should be fine. It's probably because there's no animals in it or something like that. So, at least 1 chromis. Satisfy the show. Add enough. So we've got to add enough. So how many do we want? I presume that's 3, is it? Is that 3 of them? Or 4? There we go. So that's another 1,000 for us. Now you've got a few different species of fish in your aquarium. You should be able to rank up soon. Ranking up will instantly unlock new equipment, decks and facilities and increase the repertoire of animals which are available to research. There's more. The higher you rank, the more guests you attract, and the more they are willing to pay to enter your aquarium. Cool. Ranking up occurs as a result of generating prestige points. These are earned whenever a guest enjoys something in your aquarium. Many ways to earn stars or prestige points, but you'll earn the majority of these with your animals, tanks and decks. Your next objective is to rank up, after which you'll be able to unlock the animals required for your remaining objectives. And I think, folks, we've ranked up. That's exactly what I was going to say. Well, that wasn't too bad. So there we go. We've unlocked some new bits, doors, some new decorations and something else to research. But yeah, this is looking very good. So we can only pick that as our next project. I don't know why this filter's not working. Must be working now. That's absolutely fine. So what we will do, I think we'll leave it there for today, because that is quite a nice tutorial. We'll just have a quick look at the cash flow before we go. So the ecology research is going well, the prestige is going up quite a bit, because of the different what's we've got. And as you can see, the profits have been quite nice. Actually, no, they haven't. Look at the cash flow. They've gone down quite a bit, but that's because of building costs. Take those building costs out, and we're doing pretty well. So, yeah, I think we'll definitely do a bit of a mini-series on it. It might only be 5 parts, might be 10 parts, might be even more than that. But I, for one, am really enjoying this. If you enjoyed that first look at Megaquarium, make sure to leave a like down below. Comment your thoughts on the game, whether you're going to pick the game up, and also whether you'd like to see a series on this game. Perhaps if we do a series, I might be able to get in touch with the developers, maybe give away a copy for one of you guys, but that's not going to be a guarantee. I will speak to them though if this video gets enough support and you guys enjoy, and more to the point, I suppose I make enough videos on the game. But I've really enjoyed that. I'm sure I'll continue to enjoy it. A bit of a it's really similar to a lot of tycoon management games. The formula's quite simple, and I think these guys have met the formula quite well. So it's quite nice to watch things ticking over. We've got a good formula in place, but of course there's a lot of room for growth. We've got 5 tanks. We had a lot less than that at the start, but a lot more to gain. Thank you very much for watching though, folks. I hope you guys have enjoyed that first look at the game, and I'll probably see you guys in a few days for a second part. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys the next time. Goodbye for now.